he teaches, it's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula bore formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
The superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
We have been having some fun. Yes, we have. I was just thinking, okay, I better check on this beautiful soul. Stephanie, our hostess with the mostest. So I'm glad to see your face, your smile, your spirit, your energy. And yes, we are ready to have some more fun.
Yes, it's a tough job filling in for the Sean Callaghy, why he's got a little bit of COVID, but you know, we're doing the best we can. So Gina, who we got today?
Yes, so first from the island of Barbados, Ms. Kay Brathwaite is with us today. She worked as a senior economist in the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs until 2007. And then in 2019, she became CEO of Invest Barbados, the national investment promotion agency. She loves teaching, and her greatest satisfaction is knowing that knowledge that she imparts has charted the course of success for her recipients. So we are so glad you're here with us, Kay. She was driving and in some traffic challenges, but she's with us. Welcome to the Real Raw, Kay.
Hi, and good evening.
Hello, Kay from Barbados.
Hi, and good evening. It is so wonderful to be here. You know, I do have a very busy schedule, but I said, you know, I have to be on. So I did message Sean. He says, can I take this from my car? Can I take this from my car? And he says, no problem. If you want to, you can. So I thank you very much. And I'm very, very excited to be here.
Kay, we are so super excited to have you as well. And Kay, what is your fun fact? Nope. Are you with us?
So, more like a fact, live life, do everything that you are doing to the maximum, put your ultimate best into it, and most of all, enjoy it, even if it is work.
So what has been like the thing that you've like put your most into, like something that maybe we wouldn't expect? You were like, I went all in, like maybe you ran some marathons. I don't know.
Actually, funny enough, in my younger days, I was very much into fashion and very much into beauty shows and so on and so forth. I used to really put everything into them, and I was one of Barbados's models all over the papers and stuff like that. So persons seeing me now as the head of Invest Barbados and not necessarily knowing me then would not match those two persons.
That is super fun, Kay. Well, welcome to the Real Raw today, and we're super excited to have you. And Gina, who else do we have in the participancy with Miss K?
This gentleman might have been at our immersion and is like part of the Unblinded family now. Matt Knuckles from Denver, Colorado was a financial advisor for 3 years. He obtained his Series 7 during that time and is now president and CEO of Denver Lending. Started the company in 2009 and has been in the mortgage business. His passion and purpose to help coach people to financial freedom. Please, by using real estate as wealth building, by the way, please everyone join me in welcoming Matt Knuckles to the Real Raw.
Hello.
Hello, Matt. Extraordinary to have you here. Welcome to the Unblinded family. And so what made you join the Unblinded family?
Just a lot of hearing things that I wasn't doing, I think, in Miami. What Sean had said, if you're not in agreement, you're in disagreement.
Yep.
And that was a huge thing for me, is that I don't think I've been great about agreements. I think it's always just been provide as much value as possible and hope for the best. So that was one of the huge takeaways that I had that had me signing up. So, and obviously learning a ton now that I've been in for a couple of weeks.
I love it. I love it. And Matt, what is your fun fact?
Fun fact is I actually lived in South Africa and Australia playing rugby for a little while.
Oh, that's not an easy sport to play either.
No.
That is super fun. Matt playing rugby in Australia. We got Kay from Barbados. Gina, who we got sitting in the judges seat with these two fine folks?
We got another amazing soul that came to our event in Miami. Sam Wumble is with us today. He was a door-to-door sales for 2 years for an alarm system company and attended Business Mastery, UPW, and our Unblinded Immersion, Tony Robbins events, which is Business Mastery and UPW, as some may not know, and is a loan originator waiting on his license, and he's joining us today. So please, everyone, join me in welcoming Sam Wumble to the Real Raw.
Welcome, Sam. How are you today?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I am doing extraordinary. And Sam, what is your fun fact?
My fun fact, I thought hard about this one, but the fun fact is I'm bilingual, so I speak French and English, and then I actually lived in Quebec for a little bit, so that'll be my fun fact.
That is super fun. So what's like give us like a fun French sentence.
A fun French sentence.
Yes.
So it's all right. So in like, you can either speak French, which is like oui, or you can speak Quebecois French, which is like ouais. So like, so any sentence. So, mon nom est Samuel, puis j'aime aller à les montagnes, puis snowboarding. So like, my name is Samuel, and I like to go to the mountains and snowboard. But
that is super fun.
Having anything that's like I guess just adding the accent to it, I think makes it fun.
I know anything in French just sounds better, doesn't it, Gina?
Yes. Everything in European sounds better to me.
If you go to Quebec or if you go to France and like the way you say it, like French people will look at you and they're like, "Oh, you're Quebecois." So it's like a funny little slang.
Well, when you give some feedback later, maybe you have to give some feedback in French and some English so we can just see what sounds better.
Okay, I'll try.
All right. So, Gina, who else we got sitting in the judges seat with Samuel?
Us ladies, Zarzuela, I hope I got that right, from Dundee, Florida, joining us like out of the, just because somebody called her. She sees herself as a go-getter, completely self-made, started as an agent in New York and became a broker, moved down to Florida on her own, became a broker there as well, and is looking to start her own reality show. So everyone please join me in welcoming Us ladies.
Oh my goodness. Ladies. I can't believe you mentioned that.
Is that Jason that brought you to the party here?
Carlos.
Oh, okay.
Carlos.
And us ladies? Am I saying that right?
It's us ladies. Most people call it China. Or
us ladies. Us ladies. Am I saying it's us ladies?
Yes, you are. Beautiful. You said it perfect.
Us ladies. I love it. And what is your fun fact, us ladies?
Basically relaxing, because I do so much. So right now, just relaxing with my girlfriends, drinking a good wine is my fun fact for now.
Very fun.
That's a good
Very fun. Do you have a favorite wine you like to drink?
Moscato.
Ooh.
Moscato.
You like sweet things.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, welcome, us ladies, Samuel, Nick, Kay. What else we got going on here, Gina Ricci?
Well, I know another woman. She was like a go-getter when she was like a tot, like 8 years old. She's got red hair. She sold crafts on her front lawn when she was 8, and in her teens, she grew into somebody that became a 7-figure earner in the network marketing space. It's you. Do you remember all those things? Stephanie?
I do remember all those things, Gina.
Wait, there's more to this extraordinary woman, guys, to our host. She has immense heart, gravitational pull, lightning fast wit, and it's filled with fun energy all the time. Lots of Zeus. She gets what she wants. She is like a superwoman. And she took the huge talent that she has to become the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada at the ripe young age of 24, and today takes professionals into the space of business development, acceleration to make magic happen in people's money and time. The one, the only heart-centered leader, Stephanie Vihan.
Thank you, Gina Ricci. It is an honor and a privilege to be co-hosting this show with you as well. Someone who is also so super heart-centered, who was like hanging around all the personal development world and then stepped here into leadership in Unblinded. And what you have done here since you've stepped into leadership has been absolutely extraordinary, and taking all of our new members that come in, setting them off and setting them into paces that are absolutely extraordinary. So thank you so much. And it's an honor and a privilege to co-host with you today.
For sure. It's an honor and a privilege to be here every day, to be a part of the team. And Steph, what's your fun fact?
Ooh, I think my fun fact is I learned to ski and surf from a blind man.
That is pretty good. Yes. And by the way, no one was leading him. He was the leader for sure, showing you.
Sean Callaghy has taught me to surf, and he has taught me to ski. He skis double black diamonds. And let me tell you, it is really interesting to learn to ski from a blind man, because I don't know, he talks about in the formula level 5 listening. And I feel like I don't know how it is, but he can hear things on the mountain. He's like, oh, you need to do this with your feet and this with your arms. And I'm like, how do you know? You can't even see. So
he hears you shushing? Like he can hear you shushing.
He can hear, I don't know. He talks about level 5 listening, but I think he's got like level 12 listening, because it gets super frustrating when I don't feel like I'm doing the right thing. I like to blame it on his teaching and that he can't see, but he's usually right. Because then he doesn't know this. Hopefully he's not watching the show, because then I would go watch YouTube videos and I'd be like, oh shit, he's right. So yes. But
that is fun.
That is my fun fact. Now, if he calls me later and is like, you're watching YouTube videos, then I know he's sitting here listening to the show and I'll be in trouble. But Gina, what are we doing here today?
We are playing with influence as a superpower today. So we're gonna, yes. So,
yes, we are. So we've got Matt and we've got Kay that are in the hot seat today. This is the time in the show where we kind of switch gears a little bit, and I'm playing with the superpower of influence. So each Matt and Kay, you'll have an opportunity for 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. Now Gina will be your role player. She'll be anyone you want her to be. a meaningful yes for you. So it could be, Kay, why you want to get Unblinded to come to Barbados to host our next live event there. It could be, you know, a meaningful new client for you, or anything in between. We have role played Muhammad Ali to Kalia Ali, role playing between the Supreme Court, going for, and Kalia Ali said that Sean actually channeled her father. We have role played being President Trump, visiting President Biden to still build the wall. We've been President Biden on convincing Donald Trump on why everyone should get the vaccine. We've even role played to a conservative, 70-year-old conservative New Jersey attorney on why he should go to Burning Man. So those are just some examples. So Gina, who should we start with today?
I'm thinking let's go with Matt today.
Matt.
Matt.
Since you that seems fair, since you've been around and you know maybe you've kind of you came to the immersion, you should have a little bit of insight on this hello to yes thing.
Got a little bit.
Yes.
All
so
right.
who would you like Gina to be?
How about Gina can play a real estate agent?
Okay.
Gina, the real estate agent, are you ready? Take us in.
All right. Hello, this is Gina.
Hi, Gina. This is Matt with Impact Home Lending, and had seen you online, and looks like you had an amazing 2021. Can you tell me a little bit about how it went for you?
Oh, hey, Matt. You know, I only have like a little more than 2 minutes, but it's been an amazing year. So crazy, busy. Like everyone's moving out of the city, and it's been really, you know, for me, incredible. It's a very successful year, so I'm very thankful. But it's like I literally have so little time to do anything else. But thank you for asking. What can I do?
Completely get that. What would you say your biggest challenge was this year?
My biggest challenge is handling all the leads, all the people that needed homes, and not having enough homes to put people in. It's been crazy, you know. It's been crazy, and just juggling the loans, just that really the juggle. Yeah.
So it sounds like time's been definitely a challenge for you. Could I tell you just a quick minute about myself?
Sure.
Yeah. So, you know, what I help people with is getting more time. And it sounds like something that you've definitely would like to get back. And I wanted to see if we could maybe meet for a cup of coffee so that I could tell you a little bit about what I'm doing and how I could help you get more time.
Wow. So you can help me get more time. Well, you know, I have like another minute. Is there any, you know, I'm interested, but I'd really love to hear in this time if you could share a little snippet of how, like, what that might look like, or, you know, how you might be able to do that. Is there any way you can share a little bit more?
Yeah, there's a couple of pieces. Obviously, one is having you work in the top, you know, the things that are making you the most money. So looking at getting some of that stuff off of your plate, but also closing more people so that you're, you know, not wasting as much time just with prospecting and getting more yeses. Which will equate to getting you back more time. So just wanted to see if maybe, you know, Wednesday or Thursday might work to meet for a cup of coffee.
You know, I am open to it. I'm not big on that, on closing anyone. But I'm intrigued by what you're saying and open to a longer conversation as long as you're not trying to close me.
Yeah,
Deal?
I totally understand. Yeah, no closing, just coffee.
Great job, Matt. Great job. We will get to the judges in just a moment. Kay, are you ready?
Are you with us, Kay? There she is.
Of course
All
I'm ready.
right. So Kay, who would you like Gina to be?
So Gina, I think that given my recent experience with Unblinded, I would like to be one of the representatives of Unblinded, so that I can convince you to bring Unblinded to Barbados.
I
like where this is headed.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
Gina.
No, I'm kidding.
You gotta be tough on this one, because, like, you know, going to Barbados just seems like all you gotta ask is like, hey, will you come to Barbados? But, you know, you gotta at least like role play this a little bit and pretend like maybe there's an objection to going to Barbados. Okay?
Yeah. Let's see what I can do. So you've never, you know, so we barely ever met, and you know, you're giving me a buzz. So here we go. You ready, Kay?
Yes, certainly.
All right.
All right.
Hello, this is Gina.
Hi, Gina. This is Kay Brathwaite, CEO of Invest Barbados. We would have met at the Unblinded conference, and we would have had a slight chat in terms of our interest after seeing the wonderful presentations that you would have done in terms of Unblinded, of actually having such an event in Barbados. The thing is that not only for Barbadians, but also for persons around the world who would love to visit Barbados and attend an Unblinded event, but knowing we are about maybe 35 to 40 minutes away from any Caribbean country, and therefore the reach in terms of the show and the promoters to persons even outside of the Barbadian person is also great. And we do think that Barbados is a wonderful location for our conference such as Unblinded.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a beautiful place and a wonderful idea. There are, some challenges, of course. We have the COVID challenges right now, and we do have other islands we're looking at. What is it that makes Barbados so special that it's the place that we should come?
Oh, well, in terms of the protocols, as you would have been hearing maybe all across the news, but I'll tell you, Barbados has been one of the countries in the Caribbean that has really managed the COVID situation properly. And what we do even before any event, and to just let you know, Barbados has never really closed 2 events. We just put stricter protocols in place, and we do a lot of pre-preparations, pre-information, so that when the persons get here, there's a seamless transition into the country and into the events and back out.
Okay, I'm interested in hearing a little bit more about that. And why is it that you want to bring Unblinded? Like, what is it about Unblinded that you want to bring it to your community, to your country?
We think in terms of a small open economy, and in terms of an economy that is driven by the services culture, etc., we think being able to go from hello to inception, even with providing a service to our tourism industry and so on, is very, very critical. Additionally, we have industries like the investment industries. We have various industries that persons have to go out there and try to convince investors or convince clientele or convince a customer. And we do believe that we believe we are good at service, but there is nothing like learning it from the masters like Unblinded and being able to boost us as well as the wider Caribbean in terms of that sales and service culture.
Well, thank you for that. And, I'd love to have a longer meeting about this. So I'll plan a trip to Barbados and we'll have a longer meeting. How does that sound?
Well, that sounds very great. As a matter of fact, we are very much open to that. Well, you can come on down and bring some of the partners. We can have a sit down with myself and some of the other players in the promotion industry and some of the top players in government to see how we can make this event not only a local event, but actually a very worldwide event for Unblinded and also for Barbados.
Great job, Kay. Great job, Kay. I see Unblinded going to Barbados very, very soon. Great job.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to move to the judges. Now, this is like not in, channeling your inner Simon Cowell and, how can we tear people down? But 30 seconds of feedback, something that they did extraordinary, and then something that they could improve on. And then a score from 1 to 10. 1 being, oh my God, you would rather go jump in a freezing lake in the middle of winter to avoid having any longer conversation. 5 being like, maybe you'd have a longer conversation. And 10, you would sit down for like a 10-course meal because you couldn't get enough of talking to this person. So, ladies, did I say that? Did I do it right?
No.
Ladies.
Ladies.
Love it.
Your feedback for Matt.
For Matt, he was perfect. He got straight to the point, asked when he wanted to ask. He did great. I give him a 10.
Woo!
Whoa, 10.
Not many 10s happen on here. Great job, Matt. And how about for Kay?
Kay, I felt like she didn't get straight to the point. I felt she gave more information than she should at the moment.
And
your
your
score?
for Kay is?
So I give her, but she was informative, but I felt she could have shortened it more. So I'm gonna give her a middle, a 5.
Ooh, she is tough.
Thank you.
She is tough. All right. And Samuel, how about your feedback for Kay?
So for Kay, I thought she did bring passion in terms of you could tell bringing it to Barbados is like it's not just she's selling something for like the ego. It's like she's doing it out of passion. And then as well as that, I would say the only, I guess, critique, if I did have one, is, I mean, this is on the spot, we're doing this, but like not having, I guess, a set of questions that can like align Unblinded's goals with her goals of bringing it to Barbados. So I give it like a 7 or 7.
That's great feedback, Samuel. Great feedback. And how about for Matt?
Matt, so I guess like on the contrary, like he started off with questions to kind of find out more about Gina and I guess what her vision is, and then related like the service he has to time. And so I thought that was amazing. And then I guess as well as that, like she did give one kind of like hesitation to go into coffee. And so from there, I think he did well of not putting too much pressure to get coffee, but still how it can benefit her once again and then getting coffee. So like I'd say like 8 or 9.
Nice. Great feedback, Samuel. So should we end the show, Gina?
That would be kind of boring. I mean, we've had a lot of fun, but I think we could even have some more fun. What do you think?
I have a feeling I know where this is headed.
I mean, if it's all the same to you, I would like to see you on the hot seat.
I had a feeling that was coming. Whenever Sean's not here, I get put on the hot seat, and I like it much better when we get to put him on the hot seat. But yes, Gina, I will take on the challenge today and try to fill the roles of Sean Callaghy. And how should we go about this?
You
today?
do it well. So I like the number game. So I was thinking about, I think of 1 to 5, and then everyone here, like if you put a number under your desk, and then everyone here gets to guess a number. Let's see who gets the closest. What do you say? That sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, so let's go first with us ladies, a number from 1 to 5.
Say it out loud.
Yes, please. Everyone's going to say it out loud. You're getting the first chance. If you
4.
Okay.
4. All right. Let's go. Sam, what you got?
2.
Okay. Tell us at the end stuff.
Did I mess it up?
No.
Oh, I thought you were saying
just,
not to say it out loud.
No. I want Steph to tell it because we've done it different, and I can tell that's what she's doing is holding, like we're gonna know at the end what the number is. I like it. Kay, a number from 1 to 5.
I'll go with 3.
All right. And Matt Knuckles, what about you, sir? You're muted. You can stay unmuted.
Number 5. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So the number was 1. So Samuel was the closest.
Nice.
For sure. The only number that called. All right. I love it. So do you want to tell Samuel, like, what should he do?
So Samuel, this is the point of the show where you get to put me on the hot seat. So you get to come up with any scenario that I'll go from hello to yes with, and I can go from hello to yes with you or with anybody else on the show. So is there a scenario that comes to mind for you?
Yeah.
Oh boy. He's like ready, Gina. I'm a little nervous. All right. What you got, Samuel?
Unscripted, but yeah. So you're anybody in the world, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and do you go by Stephanie or Bella?
Either one.
Okay. So Stephanie, I hear that you just stepped out of the mortgage game and you're looking to mentor somebody who's stepping into it to becoming a top mortgage loan officer in Florida. Is that right?
I could do that. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then why is it that you would like to mentor the younger generation into becoming somebody kind of like yourself, a successful person in business?
So Samuel, I would be seeking the yes. So if you would like for me to be the mortgage broker that is enrolling someone younger for me to mentor, I can do that. What's the role play that you want to see?
So the role play I'd like to see is somebody who wants to mentor somebody in loan origination kind of out of like the passion of them wanting to do so. So it's a relationship that's just very beneficial on both sides because that's what they want. And that's something I'm looking for.
Got it. Okay. And would you like to be the person that is looking to be mentored?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, hey, Samuel, it's Stephanie.
Hey, nice to catch up with you, Stephanie. How are you?
I am extraordinary. Samuel, I know you probably weren't expecting my call, but a little birdie told me you might be looking for a mentor in the mortgage space. Is that correct?
That is true, yes.
Got it. So what has you looking for a mentor in this space, Samuel?
So I just stepped into loan origination. I actually got my license approved yesterday after my
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I came from door to door where I guess one of the things that I saw is if you want to be successful, you have as many mentors as possible. Like there's all the top mentors, so all it takes is you're not going to not be successful because you don't have a mentor. And so I then stepped into loan origination with a few buddies where it's the complete opposite. It's three of us in like an office space with headsets, and the one thing we don't have as much is guidance. So what I do know that I have is the work ethic to go towards it. But what I would really like to have is someone to guide me in those times where maybe I don't know what to do.
Well, first of all, Samuel, I want to just acknowledge you for how incredibly wise of a young man that you are to, I don't know if you've read, Think and Grow Rich or any of Napoleon Hill's books, but he talks about the importance of mentors. And that's how he was able to create his riches because he just, got and followed a bunch of mentors. So it's quite wise of you to be seeking a mentor. And, before we get into, I'll share a little bit about myself in a moment, but what for you is the mission? Like what is the mission? Why loan origination? Why get into this industry?
So I stepped away from door to door because I like the idea of doing something where I could work hard, but maybe eventually I don't have to work as hard. So I like the idea of loan origination, just because there's two buddies that I already worked with. So I like the idea of being able to work with your friends. I think like for some reason we think that's not possible. And then as well as that, I guess the idea of getting into real estate, not on the realtor side, not that there's anything bad with that. I just wasn't very, I didn't want to. And then the flexibility of the long-term vision. So to be a loan originator, to hustle, eventually open up a brokerage firm to the point where as my income goes up, my flexibility and time can decrease or I guess increase as well.
I love it. So I'm hearing vision. I am hearing fun. I am hearing legacy. And so final question is, what are you looking for in a mentor?
What I'm looking for in a mentor is somebody who, I guess it's very simple, but somebody who has already done, I guess, what I'm looking to achieve. And what I mean by that is somebody who has been a successful loan originator, has been a successful broker, so they've been a leader before. And then somebody also who wants to be a mentor out of the relationship with me, because there's a lot of like coaching available, but I don't want to pay huge lump sums to get a coach. I know that's available. So somebody who's willing to do it because they really want to pass on that knowledge to like the next generation in a personal way.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Samuel, I think there's some alignment. It's okay if in this like final 30 seconds minute we have together, I share a little bit about myself.
Please do, yes.
So I started in the mortgage industry when I was 24 years old. And I had just come out of, I was in network marketing for a little while and then worked really hard at that and then took some time off and was a cocktail waitress in Las Vegas and got super burnt out with that and started in the mortgage and real estate space. And within my first year became the number one broker at my company and kept that record for 3 years until I decided to retire and move on to coaching, consulting. And now I believe that our next generation has so many gifts and incredible insight and the way that our next generation really love to serve people. I think that there's an incredible opportunity to not only cultivate the financial reward in mortgage, but also the relationship and the magical reward. And so when we look for people to mentor, it is people who are, definitely love the hustle, because, building up your portfolio and your book of business is you got to be out there. You got to be willing to talk to people that you don't know, but you have to genuinely care about people and the relationships. Does that sound like a relationship that would interest you?
That does sound like a relationship that would interest me. Yes.
Well, Samuel, if it sounds good to you, then we can set up a longer conversation and see if we're actually a good match.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would love
Awesome. Out of role, how was that for you, Samuel?
That was, it was everything that I went into the conversation seeking. So it was perfect.
Beautiful, beautiful. It was ladies.
Yes.
How was that for you?
That was awesome.
Beautiful. And
Steph, you know what would it be okay with you? Like, I'd love to hear this lady's mission in the world, because she's kind of new to the movement here. I mean, I'd love to hear that from everybody, but it's ladies.
Please. Thank you for asking, Gina.
Yeah. What is your mission? Like, what's your mission in the world?
My mission. I have so many. Basically, I chose to do what I do, first of all, because I have children. And when I first started, they were little and I wanted to work around their schedule. So real estate, I chose real estate for that. My mission is to help people in need. That's my mission. To be able to be part of their success. Whether if it's helping them find a home or even helping them get licensed. I'm also a real estate instructor. So I help many get their licenses to do what I've been doing for the past 20 years.
Beautiful. That is awesome. Gina, thank you so much for asking the question.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that, that your love for the people and what you want to do for people in the world. So thank you for sharing. Back to you, Steph.
That is awesome. Matt, how was that for you?
That was really good. I think really getting to his why was awesome. So I thought that was really good.
Yeah. Step number 3 that Sean teaches is, the power of questions. Asking questions, really getting to, really understanding people's why before you start sharing anything about what it is that you do, is to make sure you understand what their mission is in the world and what it is that they really want. So thank you for that. And Kay, how was that for you?
Oh, that was great.
Beautiful.
I think,
Beautiful.
I understood the comments and stuff that was made. So
fantastic. And Kate, how was your time on the Real Raw today?
I did enjoy myself. I choose everything as a learning experience, so I also did learn a lot. And I just
what was your biggest takeaway?
To maybe put the style or the conversation into more of a question type things at the beginning. What I think Sam said. No, it wasn't Sam. Well, yeah.
Absolutely. And the team is going to drop in the chat here in just a moment. I don't know if you can grab it while you're on your phone. They're going to drop a PDF, and it is actually a PDF of the formula that Sean created, the 4 steps, the 4 energies, and the 12 indispensable elements to go from hello to yes with integrity. This is the formula that he's used to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts, both of which went in with a $0 offer. And in one got 27 million, and one, I think somewhere in the, 25 million or something like that. And so the formula definitely works. So definitely download that guide. And Matt, how was your time on the Real Raw today?
It was awesome. I think I am always learning. So definitely learning little distinctions here and there for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, welcome back, and we're glad to have you. And ladies, how was your time in the Real Raw today? And thank you for sharing your mission with us.
How was it? Intense.
And why was it intense? What was intense for you?
I deal with so many, I'm also a property manager, so I do a little bit of everything related to real estate. And just trying to, we're working on a project. We're trying to renovate a home within a certain time. So basically I go out and I view, different materials, and it's just so many things to put together, and it just makes it difficult calling and depending on other people to do the job. It was just hectic today.
Well, thank you for taking an hour of your day and being with us today and bringing your energy and your light. It was definitely amazing to have you today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, really appreciate it.
And Samuel, how was your time on the Real Raw today?
My time on the Real Raw was awesome. So part of what I like about being in like the Unblinded community, or like around like Platinum Partnership for UPW, is like you're just always around people who raise your standards. Like I think it's good to be around people who, like Matt said, I can always learn from.
Absolutely.
That's a good question. I thought you said on the real world.
No, they're
I love that. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Surprise.
But it was kind of nerve-wracking because I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I don't know what they're going to talk about, what I'm going to talk about. So it was kind of nerve-wracking for me.
Beautiful. Well, and how do you feel now?
A little better. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, definitely thank you for being here. And Gina, final?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And thank you for your vulnerability, everyone, for being willing to say yes and be here. And, a final, there is a formula. And Sean has become so successful in his life because he's been able to hear, see, and know what people really want and need, and just through this formula. And Tony Robbins put his hand on Sean's heart and his heart at the same time and said, it's okay if I share this stuff because you were there present.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's so powerful. This was a year ago, and he said there is no one that leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghan. If you're not following what he's up to, you ought to be. And he does not do that. So that was really extraordinary. It was powerful for Tony Robbins, someone like who has that kind of immense influence in the world, to also call Sean his coach. And there's a reason for that, because this formula works. So thank you, Steph.
Thank you for sharing that story. Yes, there is a formula. So definitely download that guide, because all of our money, our time, our magic is on the other side of the yes. So all we got to do is be able to get that yes, so we can have all the money, time, and magic in the world. Because Gina Ricci, we are all blind,
just learning to see.
Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone. Happy holidays. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.